Hi, this is Mr. Hood, and we're going to solve a one-step equation by adding or subtracting fractions. First things first, let's put a vertical line through the equal sign and a horizontal line underneath. Now, to solve an equation, we want to get the variable a by itself. And in order to do that, we have to get rid of that positive 1/4. Well, in order to get rid of that positive 1/4, we're going to add the opposite. So that means we're going to add a negative 1/4 to both sides of the equation. Now that's going to cause the positive 1/4 and the negative 1/4 on the variable side to cancel because their sum is 0. Now we're going to add the fractions on the other side. In order to add fractions, we're going to have to find a common denominator. And so for a quick little review, here's how we can do that. Step 1. Let's take a look at the multiples of each denominator. Step 2. What's the lowest number that appears in both lists? It's 12. And so we're going to make that 12 each new fraction's denominator. Now, to find our new numerator, we have to examine what is it we did to get from our old denominator to our new denominator. Well, we multiplied by 4. So if we multiply the denominator by 4, we're going to multiply the numerator by 4 as well. So that's going to make our brand new numerator -8. Now let's do the same thing on the bottom fraction. Since it was 4 times 3 that got us to 12, we're going to multiply by 3 in the numerator as well. Now at this point, it's as simple as adding the numerators and coming up with a solution. So a equals, adding -8 to -3 gets us -11, or a equals -11/12. Now is that our solution? I don't know. Let's check. So how do we check? We're going to rewrite the original equation, but we're going to substitute in the value of a that we think we found. Well, we think a equals -11/12, so let's go ahead and substitute it in. Now, in order to add those two fractions on the left-hand side, we are again going to have to find some common denominators. So we're going to skip a few steps and show you that the new fractions with a common denominator would also be over 12. So doing the math on the left-hand side, +3/12 plus a -11/12 is in fact -8/12. So the fraction on the left equals the fraction on the right. Our solution checks. So in conclusion, the solution to the equation 1/4 plus a equals -2/3 is a equals -11/12.